My year 2025. I can hardly begin to express my gratitude for 2025. It was the best year of my life so far, not because it was easy, but because God met me in it. This was the year my walks with Him truly began. In the spring, one step at a time, those morning walks became holy ground. God spoke to me through what I saw and what I felt. I stomped weeds that symbolize the lies rising up around my heart, lies I had believed for years. I learned that tending my heart required intention, courage, and truth. I noticed webs that distorted my vision, reminding me how lies entangle and cloud what is real. There were the three birds in a tree, signifying freedom, my flight with God, and Joe watching over me. The bees represented my fear, especially during the season when I left church over the summer. Even then, God was present, steady, and kind. I crossed a bridge where God showed me something life changing. I had been living on a foundation of rejection, and He was giving me a new foundation, belonging. As I crossed to the other side, the clouds behind me symbolized storms I had already survived. I was crossing into freedom. Palm trees during the spring retreat in the mountains reminded me of my fears and God's gentle instruction to keep looking, or I would miss the view. A bird that couldn't fly showed me what happens when I fall and how God watches me until I rise and fall again. A man fishing reminded me that I am in a boat with God, not alone. And an eagle symbolized sight, learning to see as God sees. Open church doors revealed a hard truth. I was the one keeping myself from belonging. A storm I was caught in reminded me that God will always come for me. And the geese flying high, honking loudly, then sitting on the ice, taught me about courage, community, and rest. At the beginning of the year, Jesus said to me, "Come, follow me to the table." The table was the church I attend now. Following him there was hard. It still is. I didn't feel seen. I felt like an outsider. This was especially painful because growing up, church was my safe place, away from my mom, a place where I had friends and where I was seen. So being hidden at the table touched something very old and very tender. Yet God taught me how to sit with my emotions instead of running from them. I wrote through Luke while the pastor taught from Mark, and again, God confirmed in private what was being taught publicly. I learned I am a hidden gem there, a light in the corner, not overlooked, just hidden. I learned it's okay to leave and come back. One moment that stands out is when I returned. Heather hugged me and called me mayor. That mattered deeply. Even now, church does not feel like home. I don't feel known. But I'm learning that some places are meant to be holy, not familiar. I'm learning it's okay not to attend social events. It's okay to show up. I don't have to do anything to belong. I share my heart with the pastors when I'm led, and the pastor's wife is the one person I do feel connected to, and that is enough. The word God gave me for this year was garden, and truly my heart became one. On my walks, God taught me to give Him my lifelong need to feel safe. He became my safe place. As I learned to rest in Him, emotions returned, desires returned, and the deepest desire was this: to become the person God always meant me to be before the child abuse and the arrows lodged in my heart. God taught me that emotions are a gift. He taught me to listen to my body, to notice how I feel, to sit with emotions instead of avoiding them. I learned to bring my emotions to God, to share them, and to understand that emotion is what connects me to others. I learned the language of lament, how to turn to God and hide in Him. I surrendered my need to be included and my need to hide to feel safe. I began learning how to see myself, how to include myself, and for the first time, real joy began to rise in my heart. God showed me the weeds and the webs in my heart. He taught me that obedience is not control, it's protection, my armor. I laid down my old armor of avoidance. I learned that I no longer live on a foundation of rejection. I now stand on a foundation of belonging. I learned to give gifts to people who were hard to love, and God changed my heart. I spoke up for myself and ended a relationship, choosing truth and health. And through a friend, I learned how to welcome others. God did not rush my healing, He gardened it. This year, I learned how to love my body. God showed me that my body is not about how it looks, but what it does, how it reveals Him to others. I learned about whole body soul integration. My body is wise, it belongs. At the end of the year, God showed me that I am a spiritual mother. He also showed me that I deserve good things, that I do not take up space, that I'm not in the way. My presence is not a burden, it is a blessing. God gave me a circle, and He kept bringing me back to it when I felt unseen, especially at church. My circle is where I belong. I am thankful for the gifts this year, my work with children, how my heart expanded, my devotional on Luke, my meditation ministry, sharing my words and videos online. My YouTube channel grew this year, as did my TikTok. I am thankful for the retreat and for the restoration of childhood friendship. Now part of my Zoom group, God redeemed what time had taken. During the summer, when fear and rejection overwhelmed me and I left church, God led me back to the 12 steps and to Coda. I returned to the work I am now in step 4. I am deeply thankful for my Saturday Coda group. I feel belonging there. I enjoy the people and I'm seen in honesty. Recovery is sacred work and I choose it. I am thankful for my struggles. Through rejection, God showed me that I've been excluding myself and making myself invisible. This year, I stopped abandoning myself. I am developing a strong relationship with myself alongside my relationship with God. God kept saying, "Look up," and I did. I'm thankful for the hard people who would not see me or acknowledge me. I tried. I became angry. I spoke up for myself. When nothing changed, I let it go. And now I hold a boundary without hatred. I am thankful that I let go of an unhealthy relationship and I grieved and let it go. I'm thankful for my struggles at church, for feeling unseen and giving them to God. This year, I did not numb, I did not disappear, I did not betray myself to belong. 2025 was the year God became my safe place. The year my heart became a garden. The year I crossed from rejection into belonging. The year I stopped abandoning myself. I am whole. I am worthy. I belong.